We are on Chapter 7. This is Part H, and I'm on the top of page 241. We've just created the warped text, and the nice thing is that if you do want to make any changes, you can edit the text and you can edit the shape that make up the envelope warp separately. We're going to edit the text and then we're going to edit the warp shape. So if you make sure that your smart guides are indeed turned on, if you can just go up and check to make sure that that's checked, you'll be fine. Now you can use your type tool and position your cursor over the warp text. You'll see. Yeah, that wasn't. I didn't want to get that in there. Control Z. There we go. Okay, so I'm back over this. If I position my type tool over the top, well, let's try deselecting first. Usually what happens, there we go. Let's see now. Now it's coming up and it's just showing the warped shape, the sections of that. Normally what should happen on this, let me try doing a control and picking it up. Usually I can get a blue outline. It may not come up. The Smart Guides should show you the original unwarped text, but we can still, even though I can't seem to get that up, even though I have my Smart Guides on, I should be able to select. Yes, I can select my text. Well, it's not going to for me. Let me go in. I'm going to double click this and there we go. I'm going to put it in isolation mode. So if you have trouble getting yours to view, go ahead, put it in isolation mode, and then you're going to be able to pick up and show the text that you're wanting. Now, if we click on the text for zoo, you can just double click with your selection tool, and that's going to put the ability to go in and select that text. We want to type, instead of Safari, we're going to type in, double click. Keep triple clicking by mistake. And type in animal. Whoops. And I need to have my caps on. And type in animal zoo. And then you can add, actually, I put in a space, but you can put in shift and enter or shift return to put that soft return in. That's going to make sure that zoo breaks and goes to the next line. Now the text automatically warps into that envelope shape, but we can edit the preset shape, which is what we're going to do next. Now with the selection tool, we're going to pick up the envelope object, and we're going to now, in fact, I think we're going to go back out of this. Oh, there it is. Convert. Okay, I am in the envelope, and I should be able to, nope, back out. I'm going to have to back out, and then I should be able to go up, select this, and I should be able to edit my envelope. So let's see what I can do here. Text box, and let's find the edit envelope button. Let me look for that. Why am I not finding it? Exit isolate. Oh, maybe because I need to exit my isolation, and now maybe I can find and align to selection, paragraph, character, and I'm not coming up with it. Let me go back. Brilliant me, I'm looking in the wrong location. There it is. I have envelope coming over here, in the text dialog over here, and there is the edit envelope button. Now, the options for the envelope warp come up in the control panel. So I have the amount of bend, I have the amount of distortion. It says arc upper. So I can choose another warp shape from the style menu, and I can change all of the other dialogue or all of the other options that I originally had. So I can go to my bend, and I'm going to bend this up a little bit more, closer to 30%, just to make sure that it's good. And if you had anything odd in your horizontal and vertical, you want to try and bring those towards 0 so that it's a little bit straighter. You can go to view, you can turn off your smart guides, because we don't want things to click where we want to be able to drag stuff around. And with the selection tool, you can shift drag the lower right corner away from the center to make it a little bit larger. So I'm just going to hold my shift key, and I'm going to drag down, which is going to make my entire thing scale a little bit. We want to make sure that the black sign shape stays correct, that you don't move that. You can use your arrow keys to bounce this down a little bit. We can actually enlarge this just a little bit more. So let me drag this a little bit farther over, and I'm going to drag this side up a little bit and get that nicely centered so it's taking up the majority of that black area. And then we can click the black sign shape behind it. So shift click to get that. And let's see. We want to click the black sign shape once more. Remember, that's setting it as the key object. And then we can align, not vertical distribute, but align center and align center. And that's going to get that perfectly centered within our black shape. The next thing we're going to do is work with type on a path. So you can click off to the side now, and let's see, we can move our character styles out of the way. The next thing we're going to do is view and fit artboard in window. So we're looking at the entire artboard again. And with the selection tool, select the black curved path that's on top of the brown monkey tail. So that's this one. Let's see if we can get that. There we go. When creating a new type object, this resets the formatting to default. So now we're going to grab the type tool, and this time you want to go for type on a path tool, although you should be able to just use the type tool, and when you get over the path, it should turn to the wavy line. So just showing you that there are multiple ways to do this. And around in here, click when you see that cursor up here. There we go. And if you click on the line, exactly on the line, you're going to get the flashing cursor there. The text starts wherever you clicked on that path. The stroke attributes change to none. The cursor appears. We're back to our basic normal character style that we used up here. So we don't really need the paragraph styles, or actually we do need paragraph styles, sorry, but we want to click normal paragraph styles. So option click or alt click on normal paragraph styles, and that's going to convert everything back to that. And notice that our cursor has changed in size back to the small size that it should have been. And we're going to type in bedtime stories with your wildest friends. Oh, and I accidentally left my cap locks on, so let me take those off. I'm missing my caps. Okay, the new text follows on the path instead of doing free floating in a square like these did. Now we're going to type tool again, which we have. We're going to triple click to select all of the text. And I want you to select the eyedropper tool out of the tool panel. We just used that a little bit ago. There it is. Now, that's selected, and so now we want to click in the text that begins Thursdays at. Click on that. Now, a letter T appears above the eyedropper point, and make sure you don't have the cap lock key selected. And this applies the text formatting to the text that's on the path. The text is not fitting on the path. You're going to see the overset come up someplace up in here. Now, you want to click on the word character to bring up the character box. Change the vertical scale to 100%, because remember we had changed it before and that carries over, so make that 100%. And you can press the escape key to hide that panel. And we also want to go over and choose the left align button. Come on, there we go. In the control panel, we're going to reposition the text on the path so that all of the text appeared. By pushing the left align, everything got shoved over a little bit because we were on a center, and now we're on the left align, but it's still not quite right. So what we want to do next is select with the selection tool. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see this a little better. See this line here? We're going to position the pointer over the line on the left edge of the text, that blue line there, and you should see the cursor change. There it is. You can barely see that. Do you see that? You get a line with a little plus sign next to it. You can now take that, click on that, and drag that text over. Now I'm going to have to zoom back out a little bit because I want to be able to see that line, and I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to drag that all the way to the left end of the line so that all of my text will now fit in that monkey's tail. And there, it's dragged all the way to the end. Okay? Now, you can click off to the side to deselect and save again.